Wisconsin played a great game. They do what they do. They got stops, and they got some major production from Potter, which we knew. We played him as a shooter. But obviously, he's got a high release, and he's every bit of 6'10", 6'11", and he was on fire. He made big-time shots in the game. And it seems like that's what you need. You need somebody to get hot, especially on the road for them. They did a great job. I thought Lamar really competed at a high level tonight. But we need everybody. We're hitting a little speed bump here, a little bump in the road for us. And we just got to go back to work. There's plenty of time here, a lot of games left. Our goals are all still intact. We just got to keep getting a little bit better. I would call it Big Ten tough. Rutgers exposed us a little bit of that. Wisconsin exposed us a little bit of that. And we got to make shots. Let's call it what it is. Look, if you told me I was going to hold Wisconsin to 58 points, I'd say we're going to win the game. We're going to win the game, especially at home, because we shoot the ball better at home. We really do. We play well at home. And, we gave up serve, if I can use a tennis term. We had serve, and we're doing a great job here, and now we lost serve. So we're going to have to steal one on the road. That's got to be the mentality.
Pat, you went 8+ without scoring to start and 2+ minutes at the end of the game. What were the issues at those specific points? Was it shots just not falling? Were you not getting good shots? What was happening?
I don't think we got good shots in the first few minutes. I think Wisconsin came out and played like a very desperate team. And I didn't say we didn't play bad. I don't think we played poorly. But I don't think we got great shots in the first 4 minutes of the 16-minute timeout. And then obviously we got better shots as the flow and everything kind of came down a little bit. But give Wisconsin credit for their defense and for making life very difficult.
And you only had 4 guys score in this game. That's not tenable in the Big Ten. I would assume. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but what led to that, and how do you get past that? How do you get more guys involved?
Yeah, for two games now, we haven't really shot the ball particularly well. And I thought we had some good ones too. Some open, in rhythm, really good looks. So we have to do a better job. And then we'll look at the tape, and I'll look at the offense and see if we have to tweak something. But we need everybody. To be successful, we got to spread the ball around. We need more than 4 guys scoring the basketball.
On the other side of that coin, Lamar hasn't really had to be the singular force this year that some of your marquee guys have over the past couple of years. Do you want to see him be more of that player while these guys try and figure out the slump, maybe carry a little bit more of that load early on if guys aren't doing things well?
Unfortunately, we're going to have to. We don't have a choice. Everybody's got to do their job. If you're a shooter, you got to make some shots. If you're a driver, you got to drive the ball and play off 2 feet. That's putting a lot of stress and pressure on Lamar Stevens. And he's ready for it. He's capable of it. Hey, man, you're embedded, for a few days there. But he's going to need help, and guys really need to clear their heads and step up and start performing.
Pat, you've worked so hard to get to this program to where it is. You're ranked, tournament talk. But with that comes a different level of expectation. So when you take a look at just the last couple speed bumps, you said Big Ten tough, and then you go over 12 from the field and you get down to 10-0 right off the bat in a game with a big crowd. How does all of that play into keeping the fans engaged, making sure that they're continuing the climb, and that what you've built up until the last week or so doesn't kind of start to slip away with fans saying, "Oh, here we go again"?
Yeah. Well, hopefully they continue to come out. We've got some great wins under our belt already. Our resume is very strong. What a great crowd, too. Thanks for mentioning that. It says here 10,000 people, which is outstanding, and the students aren't even back yet. Most of them come back tomorrow. Look, we just one day at a time. Hopefully they stick with us, and we turn this thing and we flip this thing. I told you, it's just a little speed bump. So we're going to learn from it, we're going to get better from it, and we're going to go compete in Minnesota on Wednesday night.
You said Thursday about low possession games. Rutgers did it to you, and then Wisconsin's the same style. Is there a commonality, I guess, between those two teams and what they do, maybe offensively and defensively, that you feel like is giving you guys trouble?
You know what? It's really, I'm going to really simplify this. You're probably not going to like it. You got to make shots. When you have open shots, you got to make shots. And then if you go to the free throw line, you got to make your free throws. And if you can get a deep post up, we got to do the little things just a little bit better on our post stuff. Again, I'll evaluate our offensive sets, Coach Ferry and I, and see what we can do better. But again, I thought we had some good looks both nights. I mean, we had good looks at Rutgers, we had good looks tonight. We got to make those. You can't go one for whatever. Our three-point shooters they got to step up and play with confidence. And I give them that. And I keep telling them, you're going to make the next one, you're going to make the next one. And I'll continue to say that. And they'll start falling. They will. They work too hard. The law of averages, they work too hard.
Pat, Mark mentioned the first 8 minutes without a shot, so I'm kind of wondering, what's your mindset in the first media timeout when you're taking bad shots and it's still 0-0, and then in the second one when you still haven't scored but now you're down 8-0?
You know, I wouldn't say they were awful shots. You know, we got a couple good ones there, but you can't panic. You know what I mean? Because now that basket looks like a golf hole. So I think it's just more about motivation and giving them confidence and letting them know I believe in them. I think that's the most important thing that I can do as a leader and the head coach. And that's what I did the whole time. And it flipped. You know, flipped. The ball started going in for us. I think we cut it to a good amount there in the second half. We started getting up and down. We started getting stops. Things started to move for us. But we need to do it in the Big Ten for 40 minutes, especially against teams that are tough and physical and really play the way Rutgers and Wisconsin do.
Pat, you've mentioned in the past not letting one loss turn into two turn into three. What separates this being road bumps from it turning into a skid?
Because we're different. We're older. We're a little bit more talented. Our front line's older. We got Curtis Jones as a fifth year. These guys have been here. Experience.
Coach, I think it's fair to say that Miles had his struggles offensively as of recent, but what does he kind of do on the offensive end, like really well when you guys are going, and how do his struggles kind of, hurt that offense and make it become a little more stagnant?
You know, when Miles is going, he's making threes, and he's making great plays for everybody. He did that in the last 4 minutes of Iowa. He had 4 assists to lead us to victory there. But he's got to make some threes. There's no doubt about it. We need him to do that because he'll space the floor, and that way our drivers have more space out there, which we had early on. That's why we were scoring at such a high clip. We were making some shots, and guys were spaced. But back to the drawing board. We'll keep working hard. I know he will.
Hi, this team has always been one that is going to attempt a lot of threes. You're averaging 26 per game so far this season, but at what point are you towing the line between instilling confidence in them to attempt those threes and, like you said, perhaps making tweaks to the scheme, the game plan?
You know, and I think the right guys are taking threes. I really do. And the guys who are low percentage are only taking a couple, and they're maybe end of a clock. So, I think we're taking the right ones, and we got to keep taking those right ones because we do have good shooters on this team, and we got to continue to play like that. Thank you.